We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. But you look at this Bronco defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Caught. It's Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Achane on the counter. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The Dolphins at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
22 yards there, a first down. This first drive looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Tackled on the play by Damari Mathis. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Tua on the bootleg here. They'll roll him out right. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Miami.
Running left, it's Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now a 2nd and 2. Young will set to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Jeudy fell just shy of his first 1,000-yard season last year and showed just how good a playmaker he can be. One big reason why the Broncos have told everyone he's staying in Denver.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were strong last week, CD, and they went over New England.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right?
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. They'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Second and 11 now. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Ready. Number 1, high.
Achane on 1st and 10. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll accept that penalty. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. A give up the middle to H.A. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with runs like that and then some. Second down and 4. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Elijah Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Young on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 42-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. And a completion to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Tua's a throw completed to Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go back to the ground game with H.A. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Young's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This 2nd and 4. Young now. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Young off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To the air once more, Young. That is caught, and he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, and with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, now Young. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. It'll be Young again. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
10 cycles.
Young. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Young. And caught by Tremble. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. That throw by Young incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Young now from the 50. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a... There he goes, left side! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side,
he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Young. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here comes Berrios. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control. And now the rookie's free. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Young working out of the gun. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's A-Chain. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A-Chain now up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. On the draw, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to have a Dolphins first down. It's a tackle made at the 18.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Get up. Solo left Zion.
And they'll run it here. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Higgins. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
97.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to have the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Ready, break.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go.
First down, Broncos.
Ready.
A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Akeem Hicks forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Young to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, we'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And off to A-Chain to begin the drive. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's A-Chain. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready. Hey, long.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And scored that one for one of the league's best. Jalen Ramsey getting the tackle for loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, Young's throw there complete to Hamler. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Ready. Strikers, 3-3.
Off the play fake, Young. This will be caught. Judy. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here is Young. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One last shot for Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And as this defense walks off the field, they can